Welcome to our Energy Connect studio at ADIPEC 2022. I'm delighted to have sitting next to me Scott Sanderson, Global Director of Business Development for Energy and Utilities at Amazon Web Services. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you, Julian. It's lovely to be here.
Can you start off by just telling me how AWS is supporting the energy industry?
AWS supports the entire energy value chain, all the segments from legacy oil and gas, upstream, midstream, downstream, renewable energy, wind farm, solar, grid optimization, grid operations, kind of the whole spectrum, with digital technologies moving more and more to the edge to optimize the performance of assets across that whole value chain.
Really good to hear. And as you mentioned there, digital, what do you see as sort of the key factors that are driving the energy industry's digital transformation that we're hearing about?
More and more technologies are being deployed out at the edge. At the edge is where the energy is made. The edge is where the energy is transformed from crude oil to refined product. The edge is where energy is transported and where grids operate and modulate frequencies and voltages to get power to the people. That's where the benefits really are going to come into play, and we're at the early days of that. So efficiencies out with the physical assets at the edge are only now being realized using edge technologies. First by getting the data in, second by analyzing it using modern technologies like artificial intelligence and machine learning.
Yeah, and how do you think the cloud is helping energy companies either to accelerate the energy transition, but also maybe to meet sustainability goals that everyone is setting?
Sure. So many of the analyses that we need to do to optimize wells or to optimize compressors or to optimize systems of wells and compressors can only be done using a comprehensive set of data. Those data have always existed, but they've existed in silos, out there at the edge or in a customer's data center. When we get those data into a data lake, we can now start running the analyses to improve the operations and to improve the efficiencies. An example, CNX Energy, one of our customers, has used the cloud to pull in edge data from their artificial lift pumps. And as a result, they have increased their production by 4%, decreased their greenhouse gases by 48% because their wells aren't loading up and not venting anymore. All of that is enabled by the cloud. All of that's enabled by edge technologies.
It's really interesting to hear, Scott. And I mean, obviously, data is a commodity. There's a lot of it. And I think, what new technologies do you see that are emerging that could have the greatest impact on the energy industry and where it can go forward?
Yeah, what's beautiful is happening is people are realizing that we're going to get data into the cloud. We're going to get data in where various disciplines can use it and exercise the data. That creates degrees of freedom to optimize these systems. The innovation is also happening with our ISV partners because they now have a more standardized data set, data models, and so they know how to write their codes using cloud native technologies, which dramatically accelerate time frames and ability to use new capabilities.
Really good to hear. And final one, I mean, you mentioned AI there as well. I mean, what is AWS working on technology-wise as well? You're not sitting on your laurels. You're, I assume, innovating and doing products.
Yes, sometimes we come here and we talk about the solutions that we've had, and it almost feels like, okay, we've done it, now let's just scale it, but it's never static. Both AWS and our ISV partners are constantly innovating with new technologies, new announcements. We've announced Kuiper, our low Earth orbit satellite that's being developed and about to be rolled out. That's going to be a game changer for connectivity in remote areas. That's just one of the things that we're doing, and there are many, many more to come.
Well, Scott, I really appreciate you giving me your time and coming down and speak to me at the Energy Connect studio.
Happy to do it. Thank you very much.